Salwete, y'all. It's Maggie Sir Hodges and the wee baby Adeline. Wee! Say salwete. Salwete. Right. So, hello. So, obviously I'm not at school today. Unfortunately, Miss Hodges has gotten quite sick, and we're waiting on her to get her COVID test back and whatnot. So, I won't be at school until we can get that all figured out. I feel fine, and thankfully, so does the little one here. Right. So, today you guys are going to be getting started on stage 6. And there are 3 things I'm going to ask you to do, and just to try and stay on time, it's pretty important that you get these things done. This is not, I promise you, I'm not giving you busy work just for the sake of doing it. These, things are kind of important. I think they are, at least. Cool. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get your packets printed before I left, so this is all going to take place online through Google Classroom, Google Drive, etc., etc. So, I'm going to walk you through what you need to do and go over the vocabulary with y'all before I let you go. Yeah, hopefully I'm back on Friday or Thursday or, Right. So, step 1 today, open its learning. Get out stuff with which to write. Open this video that you are watching right now. This 3rd step says, copy the vocabulary, Latin and English meanings on your own sheet of paper. Vocab quiz over the first half of this vocab will be next Wednesday or Thursday. Thing you're going to be doing after that, there's culture questions and I got a document on Google Classroom for you to fill out. Open the Stage 6 PDF file, go to page 97, and answer those questions according to the slaves and freedmen section. Lastly, I have a little worksheet where I took the model sentences from the beginning of the packet, and I gave you guys, I basically gave you guys 6 of the answers. See if you can figure them out, where they go, what they match to, and see if you can use that knowledge to figure out the other ones as well. So, without further ado, I'm going to pop on over to Here's Its Learning, Stage 6 vocabs right here. I'm going to have the video link down here as well later once I have it finished. But I'm going to go ahead and go over the vocabulary for you right now so you can copy it down. Like I said, copy down the English and the Latin. We're going to have an angry baby here in a minute. You good? I know you're excited. Stage 6 vocabulary. All right, cool. So, number 1 we have here is abest or aberat. It's important you write down both versions of these, especially in this chapter. We'll be going over that later. I'll get a better video for this one as well. I'll just tell you guys what this one means. Abest means to be away, or is not here. It's the opposite of ad est. You can actually see how this word breaks down. You have the word est, right? Is, and then ab. As we learned with the sit space, ab means away from. So this literally means is away. Whereas ad est means is at, or is, here. So, ab est means to be away. Aberat means was away. We're going to start seeing a lot of past tenses in this stage. So, once again, is away, was away. I'll go full screen on this. All right, and then we have awarus, awari. And you can write both these versions down. Mr. Krabs is an excellent example of an awarus. An awarus is a miser, which is just a fancy way of saying a cheapskate. Someone who just hates spending money. All right. Rip, big man. Bonus, bona, bonum. Bonus means good. Kobe was good. He thought whatever he just saw was good. He gave it a 10. Bonus, bona, bonum. The reason that there are 3 different versions here is because you'll say bonus if you're talking about something that's masculine, bona for something that's feminine, or bonum for something that's neuter. We got the word emit here. And this guy over here on the left, emit, a property in Monopoly. Emit means to buy. It's the opposite of wind it. And the reason that I have it written twice is because whether it's present tense or past tense, it looks the same, which can be confusing, but it won't be a huge deal. I promise that won't be a problem at this stage. So emit means buy, B-U-Y. All right. Ferociter You can kind of see the meaning of this word within it. Ferocatere, think of this little Cujo dog right here. Ferocatere, this dog is looking at you, ferocatere, ferociously. Obviously, I'm going pretty fast through this, so, if you need to pause it, I hope you've been doing that. All right, so this next word, festinat and festinavit. This dog, canis festinat in caro. Festinat means to hurry. It means the same thing, basically, as contended. Way to remember what this word means, think fest. Fest means fast. So festinat means to hurry. Festinavit means hurried. Past tense. All right. Fortis, braves. Fortis means brave or strong. You see the word like fort, fortify, fortitude. Right. What do you think, baby girl? Okay. Yeah. All right. Here's another word. Furrem. It's a third declension noun, so I have the accusative over here. This raccoon is a fur. This ninja right here is a fur. A fur is a thief. All right. Then we got hairy. Today, hairy. Hodie, hairy. Today, yesterday. One way you can remember this word is by remembering the phrase, yesterday I was hairy, but then I shaved. That doesn't help anybody, I don't think, but I think it's funny. Hairy means yesterday. And then the opposite of that, hairy, hodie. We say this at the beginning of class every day. Hodie means today. Infans, haikest infans. Infans means baby. Intente. Intente is how you play this game, Operation. When you're trying to get that little thing out of the stomach hole right there, you are playing intente. You are playing very carefully. Yes, ma'am? Okay. Libertus. A libertus is a freedman, an ex-slave. This comes from Django Unchained. Excellent movie about a freedman. You see the word like liberty in there. Makes a lot of sense. But this doesn't mean liberty. It means freed man. A man having been liberated. All right. Then we got olim. Olim means, yes ma'am? Olim means once upon a time, onceler, right? Olim, once upon a time, or one day. Right. Parvus, parva, parvum. Haec est infans parva. Haec means this, sorry. Parva means small, tiny baby. Parva infans. Tiny baseball player, Jose Altuve. Also a cheater. Okay. Per. Where's the bullet going? Per watermelon. It's going through. Per means through. Postquam. Antequam. Postquam. Before putting on the concealer, after putting on the concealer. Postquam, or anything with the word post in it, probably means after. Could also mean behind. But in this case, it means afterwards, or just after. All right. Pulsat, pulsavit. Great video in which this football player punches another football player. You guys know pulsat. Pulsat means to punch or beat or knock. Pulsavit, punched, beat, knocked. It's past tense. Quod. This is a B, because quod means because, or more simply, quod means cause. Res or rem. It's technically a fifth declension noun, but it looks like third declension, so we're going to roll with it. A res is a thing. This guy is the thing. Res means thing. We're going to see this word a lot. Scribit and scripsit. This guy, scribit, in libro, in mensa. Scribit, as we know, means writes. Scripsit means wrote. Oh, baby girl. Ah, great movie. Or great little video. We'll watch this when I get back. Subito. Subito means suddenly. Subito, pineapples. Subito means suddenly. Then we got superat and superawit. I just like this guy's face. Superat, superawit. Where is Superman? Superman is over the power lines, right? Superat means to overpower or to overcome. Superawit means overpowered or overcame. Tomb. Alrighty, tomb. Tomb means then. T-H-E-N. Tuus, tua, tuum. This wee child right here is saying, hey man, this is tuus. This is yours or belonging to you. Baby girl. She's getting antsy, y'all. Wituperat, wituperawit. We've seen this word a few times. This guy, wituperat, this guy. Wituperat means to curse or to scold, to yell at. Obviously, wituperawit means cursed, scolded. Finds fault with. Woo! Sad face! Alright, and that's the end of the video. That's why she's so sad. There's no more vocabulary. Baby girl, it's gonna be okay. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. This is my life now, y'all. So, that's your vocab. After you are done writing down the vocabulary, I will direct you to follow the link on its learning within the planner. Sorry, computer froze up a second there. Oh my God, my computer's so crappy. All right, so down in the planner, you'll see it says, here's this little link right here, Stage 6 PDF. Will take you to a copy of the packet. I hope you have that open. Stage 6 Culture Questions and Model Sentences assignments will take you to Google Classroom. Oops, and I'm logged into the wrong account, so it's going to be problematic, be a big old pain in the butt. Either way, when you click it right, when you click it right, you should see, I think she just threw up on me. You will see it says Beginning Stage 6, Instructions right here. Hey guys, sorry I'm gone. Complete these two things. Right here are the culture questions. 20 questions about the culture reading, pages 93 through 97, I think. I have it written on its learning. You just write in your answer here. You guys are more than welcome. I encourage you to work with each other on this. Answer these questions about slaves and freedmen in ancient Rome. It's important that we know this stuff so that the things we're reading about in this stage make more sense. It's also interesting to just note the differences about how slavery worked in Rome as compared to other places like America. And abroad. And then lastly, I'm going to ask you guys to open this up right here. This will make a copy for you. And these are the model sentences. All 12 are right here. I went ahead and I translated 6, but I put them in random order. So 6 of these I figured out for you. First thing I would tell you to do is to look at these, see if you can figure out where they go, and then use the context clues that you get from getting these successfully sorted to try and figure out what the rest of these mean. Now, you'll notice that the endings are a little funky. Once again, we're going to start to see things in the past tense now. So their endings are going to change just slightly. See if you can find the pattern. And if you can't, that's okay. Just do your best. That's all that matters. And that's everything for today. So I wish you the best of luck. I look forward to going over everything. When I get back, Adeline is saying thank you for letting me stay home. Because obviously I'm her favorite. Oh yeah, she did throw up on me a little bit. It's good stuff. Alright, if y'all need anything, hit me up with a message on It's Learning. Mash that subscribe button. Don't. I'm just kidding. Look, that's killing her. Alright. Well, while that's it, y'all. See you soon. Oh, tiny baby.